What's up, guys? I got the Zandy set. The Zon bolt. Traction controls up at 6 right now. I'm bringing it back down to 2. I normally run it, just switch it up for Zandy. Reason one of my monitors is all off. It's better. Yeah, and I'll spend about the first 10 minutes just getting up to speed with the car, maxing it out for this track, so I have a good baseline when I make adjustments on the set. I don't really know if they were good for the car or not. But again, driving this car after driving a couple of other cars, it just feels so much more secure, especially like on a corner entry in the middle of the corner. Definitely gonna be a fun car to drive around this track. Probably be the most fun car I've driven around this track. Have a feeling we might see some wheel spin coming out of that last corner a little bit later on. Yeah, right now it's all about just finding my braking points. Like right there, I'm braking at the 3 board this lap. Probably brake a little bit past that next lap. Up here, just get that apex. Basically, start trail braking at the apex, maybe a little bit later. Down to second, see how the car handles the curbs.
Back in that rhythm, my man. Shoot that line right.
Looks like you can brake a little bit after the 2 board and just swing it out wide. Apex. I think tall gears are better for this track just because of the straightaway. I could try the shorter gears just to see how they work. Maybe a little bit better acceleration. It's got good rotation through there right now.
50.8.
So I got a lot of time to knock off. I broke a little bit deeper that time. Pretty gradual on the brakes though. Definitely easy to get back on the throttle there because the beamer's going to break loose. So that corner pretty nice. Let's see if we can get through here a little bit better. Much nicer. And I'm going to see if I can keep it flat all the way through that last right up at the top of the hill here. A little offline, have to lift. Try it next time. Nope. Too much speed. Car feels nice and neutral. Maybe a couple spots it's got a slight understeer. Like just after corner entry. Slowly creeping that braking point to in between the 2 and 3 board. That was pretty close to the middle, but it was still more on the 3 side. Oh, just didn't get on the brakes quick enough. Upshift there soon, just because this car already has so much trouble getting power down. You know it's not going to happen in second gear, so he's do a quick shift to third, and it'll be lower down the RPMs, and the car just basically won't have the power to break the wheels loose. Terrible line, but made it through there flat, and I just didn't feel very comfortable doing it. A little bit of luck involved there too. Just driving over my head right now. I need to back it down a bit. This track's a blast in this car, that's for sure. It could get loose there if it wanted to. Back in that last corner. Kind of offline, had the wheel cranked a little bit more. I could feel it starting to want to break loose a little bit. Definitely doesn't bounce like the Porsche does. Still off pace, so I haven't really been running good laps either. And flat out, yeah, did pretty easy. Took the curve pretty nicely there. I was afraid to turn the wheel. So I was offline. I thought the rear end was going to break loose on me. See what the tires look like. That would have hurt. That would have hurt. I'm gonna go up one click on this left front. Seems a little low for me. Go down one click over here. So basically just evening everything out. Also, while we're at it, just change these gears real quick. See what that's all about. Oh, failed. That's not gonna oh, now we can make everything even though. Because it was all offset because the tire pressures were offset, so I was adjusting it with spring purchase. because for a Zandvoort I needed offset tire pressures, so to make the car a little bit more even I adjusted the spring purchase. But now I'm kind of thinking that doesn't really make much sense to do that, because once the tires get up to operating pressure, in theory the car will be level. So kind of been doing something I shouldn't be doing. But it's all part of tuning. You figure things out as you go. Like I said in my first video, I know some things and I know a lot less than I do know. That's what I know for sure. So, ooh. Bottom out and hook that curb like a train and just sent me on my way. Be interesting to see if I have different gears for different corners now, with the standard gears as opposed to the tall gears. Second gear, it's definitely going to want to spin more. Every gear, it's going to want to spin more. It feels a lot better being at RPM range through there in third gear. It feels good through there with that gearing too, because I can do that upshift to third and it won't be quite as bogged down, but it's still not to the point where it'll want to spin the wheels. Yeah, I love going through there flat out. Let's see what these standard gears get me. I'm not following who is that in front of me? Angela on purpose, just because I don't want that draft to influence me, even though it is a bit. See, I think it's actually going to be better being standard gearing, because I don't think I'll hit the rev limiter even if I got a really, really nice draft. Yeesh. That was on the edge right there. And that's it. Well, it's a first lap, but it very stable going through there while trail braking. See, might even, ooh, gosh dang it, did the same thing again. I'm just pushing too hard. Good news is the headache I had is going away. I like the gearing though. Definitely a little more spirited for this track. But what I was saying is I'll do my short shift here up to third, and I'll do another short shift here into fourth. That should help me from spinning the wheels too bad, and make sure I don't get too crazy and hook that inside lip of that left curb and go into the wall like I already have twice. Purposely took a lot of curb there just to see how I'd handle it, and it doesn't really seem to affect the car at all. There's a little rumbling over it, but doesn't unsettle it too much. Might be a different story when you got 10 laps on your tires. That corner makes me nervous. Same with this corner. If you don't... The line's not perfect. You try and force your way through it. Car wants to get loose, so I'll just have to back off if I don't get a perfect line. Which is what I should be doing in the first place. But that's why you practice, test those boundaries, and then you know where the limit is. So you're not wandering in a race, or find out in a race. Basically use those times when you have to lift to get the car to turn in a little bit to upshift. That way you're not losing any more time. Then you start running some solid laps. Can't believe how off pace. Guess I'm just not pushing that hard as I thought I was.
Car off the track on the left.
Not too confident about the car through that corner. It takes it a while to rotate at the bottom. That last corner.
47.84.
feels good, it just doesn't seem as fast. It's pushing a little too hard. Still trying to figure out what to do. Well, it had a purple sector. Like I need better turn-in for that right-hander. First part of that last right-hander.
47.77.
And it wouldn't hurt me to have better turn-in right there. I just floored it. Give it a case, I don't care. Yeah, maybe give it a little bit more turn-in. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, because I can kind of feel a little understeer everywhere. See where the tires are at. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So we will save this. Now let's see what we can do to get a little bit better turning. Actually kind of limited. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of this got some room to play with this compression dampening. That's probably too much. Just take it down. Take it down 2 clicks, see how that feels. So I'm increasing the compression dampening, so I'm compressing I'm increasing the compression of the shock, the rate of compression of the shock, or the spring. I'm slowing down the rate at which the spring compresses. Wow, that was easy to say. So by slowing down the rate at which the spring compresses even, oh wait, no, duh. I want to go the other way. Sorry, it's a little late, guys. Now, what was it at? I did 2, so it was at 7. So we'll go down to, well, in that case, I'll do 3, and I'll just do 2 clicks. Alright, so I took a little bit of the dampening out of the shock, so now the spring will compress a little bit quicker. So I'm hoping to get that front end to drop a little bit quicker, especially on that downhill where the front end kind of wants to lift up. You know, it doesn't want to go down with the track. So for that reason, I'm actually going to do it 1 more click. And just to get that front end to drop just a little bit quicker when you get on the brakes, because you know when you get on the brakes, the weight transfers from the rear of the car to the front of the car. And if you take a little bit of this dampening out and allow that front springs to compress a little bit quicker, it'll allow that weight to transfer a little bit quicker to the front. So let's see how that did. Basically, I'm just trying to get better initial turning so I don't get that understeer in the middle of the corner, which leaves me in a bad position for corner exit. Offline now. Kind of interested to see what I'll do in a draft now. If it'll hit the, I don't think it will hit the rev limiter. I just want to see what it'll do. So I don't mind being behind someone now. It's not great. It's a first lap, so might not have done anything. Keep going here though. Definitely too early to really make a call. A little loose there, but that's kind of expected with the change I made. So it allows that, you know, right when you're getting on the brakes is really when that adjustment's peaking. That's when the car got loose there in that corner. Yeah, that curb actually does unsettle the car a little bit. Sometimes you can, it's kind of like how that curb is. Sometimes in any car, sometimes you can jump over it and it's nice and smooth, and other times you just hit it wrong and it'll make you wait a little bit longer to get on the gas just to get the car settled again. Car feels more stable. Yeah, and still got pretty good tires. Did pick up the pace quite a bit though, that's nice. Does seem to have a tendency you want to hook up better now. Nice one, purple. There we go, finally found some pace. Alright, touched that curb and kind of got me a little loose. Definitely the most stable out of all the cars braking in that zone. Just broke a little too late. Car feels so much better through there now. Another personal best. Still lacking a little pace though. Just about 2 or 3 tenths really. I mean, if I'm being honest, I want to be like mid 46s race pace. That's where I'd like to be. I think that'd get you a lot of podiums. Nice thing about right here is you can mess that line up a couple different ways and still be able to get through that corner without having to lift. It's a somewhat forgiving corner. Got some good news. I finally hooked up with Time Warner and got them putting in a new internet here next Friday, so in about 5 days. But like right now, my upload speed is pathetic. It's literally like 0.8.
47.8.
And it's advertised to be something like 5 megabyte or yeah, megabytes per second, but it's AT&T, and they just, my download's supposed to be something like 18 megabytes per second, and it's never been higher than 1.8. So they're not exactly coming through with what they say they offer. So I'm switching over to Time Warner, and they have a lot better, the reviews are a lot better, at least for performance. And from my understanding, what I'm getting is 300 megabytes per second. It's like the ultimate package, I can't get anything better. And then 20 megabytes upload. So that should be more than enough to be able to start streaming on Twitch, stuff like that. Doing live streams on YouTube too. We'll see how it goes. Gonna be all in the experimenting phase, but definitely start experimenting on hopefully Friday night. You guys supposed to be here at 1 o'clock my time. So shall see how it goes. I mean, even if it's like a quarter of what they advertise, I'll be happy. But from what I've read, people get what they advertise. Which is completely overkill, I know, but
48.78.
it's only 20 bucks more than what I'm paying right now. I think it's worth it. I mean, it's pain. I used to live in San Diego and had awesome internet there, and I could download, upload in minutes. And the stuff I have to do now is like one of the main reasons my videos aren't edited is because I upload with or I capture in Flash video. I can't do that Flash video with Sony Vegas. The reason I capture with Flash is because the file sizes are like half the size. So each video rate, I mean, like an half-hour long video probably takes a couple hours to upload right now. It's because my upload speeds are so horrible. So I look forward to having good upload speeds where I can upload videos in much more timely fashion and be able to upload streams. And I'm kind of just running laps just to kind of fill time and see how the car behaves. I'm going to start paying attention a little bit more now. Put a couple more laps on the car and see how it behaves. It feels pretty doggone good through there.
Class.
Just really, it's by far the best on the brakes. Out of all the setups I've driven so far this week, all the different cars. It's like almost an order of magnitude better on the brakes. A couple of spots brake like a full car length or two deeper than I can with any other car. Ooh, dang it. Oh well. Alright, so I like that setup change. See what the tires are. Got a little spike probably because of that spin. So I'll save that. And laps was that? 5 laps. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more run. Just to do hopefully like a little 10-15 minute run here and then see if there's anything that jumps out at me. If not, I'm just gonna call it. I just don't think I've done a long enough run to see what all I can get out of this setup. Just gotta really be careful not to go wide on that last right-hander. So it's a danger zone in this car. Wrecked 3 times there in this practice session. That tells me I'm definitely doing it wrong. I'm also gonna get a little webcam here in a couple days, and so I can do like a foot cam. It's kind of boring with the GT cars, just because it's no throttle blipping, but for the Ford it'll be fun to watch. You can also be able to see a more actual look at what my throttle inputs are and brake inputs, instead of having to just look at the little gauge there. It's pretty doggone easy going through the snake. That's what that little windy complex is called. Going uphill, the snake. It's pretty comfortable to do it through there in this car. I also got to get a fuel number. It looks like about 0.9 gallons a lap, so I'll call it 0.91. So I just gotta multiply that by however many laps we run this week. I don't know yet. And then I will add another gallon and a half to that, just for insurance. Oh, it is a big parade lap, so I'll probably actually add 2. So it is a long track for the first parade lap, especially the Patriot version, or the Grand Course. Double downshift for no reason. It's always a sign I'm not paying attention when I do that. Yep, get inside. Okay, calling it, guys. Ran into way too many walls. So I'll go do some more off camera tests, and if I think I need to do anything different, then I'll post it on the forums. It's a little burnout right now. So, alright, don't need to save it. But, alright guys, sorry for the kind of lame video this time. But hopefully you guys see a halfway decent lap in there and get a halfway decent idea of the line. Lap 13. But alright guys, see you in the next one.